I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am knowing that each one, as they physically enter this sacred space, physically or virtually, presents themselves in the way that they say, I am the face of God. I am the face of God. I am the face of God. And they will enjoy the harmony, the serenity, the clarity that emanates through each one of us and our divine spirit. I am also knowing that all that we give will be returned beyond measure. In gratitude we sing, I am opening, I am opening, my heart is ready to receive. I am opening, I am opening, my heart is ready to receive.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Jeffrey Starbuck, and I'm a licensed practitioner here. Welcome to this service at the center in Princeton, New Jersey, which is in the state of New Jersey, which is in the United States, in North America, which is in the world which is this planet Earth, we call our home planet. This small, wet, green, roundish ball that revolves around a star we call the sun. Welcome to this planet, to this service. You are listening and watching. You who are the center of your own experience, your own planet revolving around your own central sun. Whatever you come up with, just try to make it something that is good and something that you like. We're grateful for the opportunity to experience this teaching and to express it. To be a part of this electromagnetic energy that isn't contained within the body, it isn't limited to the body, it's outside of the body. And so everyone feel this energy as you sit here or wherever you are, and enjoy the feeling, the physically felt sense of electromagnetic energy, which is your experience. And create an experience that is pleasing to you. Why not? An experience that will be fun and funny. That's this service. I mean, it's not funny, it might be funny, I don't know. Joyful, beautiful, full of love and affection and connection. This is an opportunity to express your talents and gifts in service of the planet, and to be in gratitude of this amazing opportunity that we have to be alive in these bodies, in these minds. I welcome you to the next stage of your existence, the next phase of your becoming. And I have a couple of announcements to make. Next week, November 30th, our practitioner, John Herron, will speak on living a limitless life. He will share some thoughts and practices from Ernest Holmes' book, your invisible power. Your invisible power. The following week after that, December 7th, our practitioner Regina Quince will speak. Our practitioner Jeffrey Starbuck will speak. I am reminded of because we switched. We did a switch, and that is good. So I will be speaking on December 7th. On December 14th, we have Reverend Karen Kushner giving a talk. And this is also the day of our annual giving tree after the service. We invite you to bring food and to be given to the food pantry. There will also be food for us after the service, and if you like, you can bring an appetizer or a dessert. Please let Susan know if you'd like to do that. And a reminder that we have a wonderful 10 to 15 minute peace meditation every Wednesday at noon. You can find the Zoom link in our Facebook page. And that's it. Welcome. Welcome to your own Zoom link. It's a wonderful experience called gratitude.
Thank you, Jeff.
Hi, I'm Regina Quince, one of the licensed practitioners here at the Center of Princeton. Thank you, Scott, Alan, who's on our board. Thank you, Jeff, for your wonderful welcoming to this Center for Spiritual Living. And I was, you're gonna hear me again, but I have a reading that I was looking at this morning. We are already enough. We are already enough. You are the sky. Everything else is just the weather. And that's by Pima Chodron. You do not have to imitate or compete, for you are a special creation of God. And this is a writing by David, what's his name? Sorry. David Alt, Reverend Dr. David Alt, and it's in this month's Science of Mind magazine. I recommend that you get it. And I lost my page. Okay. Interesting. The good you do today will be forgotten tomorrow. Do good anyway. There is nothing permanent but change, and the infinite intelligence can never be caught in anything it does. What it does expresses its being at that particular time. That's from How to Use the Science of Mind. Love your thinking, but the greatest of these is love. That's 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 13. Love is the greatest of all healing agencies. That's from Ernest Holmes' Ideas for Living. Letting fear through. Fear does not prevent death. It prevents life. That's a Buddhist proverb. There is something within you beyond all doubt and fear. something that has never been limited by your acts or destroyed by your feeling. This is the only something that can make you whole. And that's from this thing called You by Ernest Holmes. And I'll read one more. The Curtain of Mystery. Life becomes for us what we become in consciousness. Life becomes for us what we become in consciousness. From the infinite self-knowingness of God, our power to know arises because our mind springs from the universal mind. And that's from What Religious Science Teaches by Ernest Holmes. Thank you.
Thank you, Regina.
You're welcome.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Deja Winter, and I'm going to do a guided meditation. But first, I'm going to make a sound with this singing bowl. It's high crown, note C, just for about a minute. Okay, so let's take a slow, deep breath and allow your body to settle into comfort. Let the rhythm of your breath remind you that life itself is breathing you, that you are upheld by an infinite intelligence, an infinite love. As you breathe in, feel the subtle expansion in your chest. As you breathe out, feel a soft release, a letting go of anything that doesn't belong in this sacred moment. Now gently bring your awareness to the center of your being, that quiet, luminous space where the presence speaks in stillness. Here, there is no strain, no effort, only the pure knowing that life is for you, always unfolding toward your highest good. Allow a feeling of gratitude to arise, not forced, not manufactured, but naturally emerging from awareness of the truth, that you are connected to an abundant, intelligent universe. Let your inner voice softly affirm, I am grateful for the life that lives through me. Feel the power in those words. Gratitude is not just an emotion. It is a spiritual vibration, a creative force. It opens the mind to possibility and aligns the heart with the ever-present good that surrounds you. Now, bring to mind one thing, just one, that you are thankful for. It may be something simple, a relationship, a moment of beauty, a breath, a lesson, a possibility. Hold it gently in your awareness. Observe how it warms you from within. As you dwell on this gratitude, notice how it expands. Hold it gently in your awareness. It expands like a soft light radiating outward. Let it grow into appreciation for the unseen support in your life, for every path that led you here, for the wisdom that guided you, for the strength that carried you, for the love that has never once left you. Say quietly in your mind, I give thanks for the good I can see and for the good that's on its way. Feel this affirmation settling deeply into consciousness, planting itself as a seed of expectancy. Know that gratitude multiplies good, drawing into your experience more of what you bless. Now imagine that your heart is glowing with a steady golden light. Each breath fans this light brighter, warmer, fuller. This is the light of the divine within you, your true nature, eternally whole, eternally guided, eternally supplied. Rest in this awareness. I am one with the infinite. All that I need is already given. I meet this day with a grateful heart. Take a final deep breath in, and as you exhale, release this gratitude into the universe, knowing it returns to you multiplied. Stay in this beautiful, calm state while I say this powerful treatment for everyone. This word is for everyone in this room, everyone watching virtually. There is one infinite love, one infinite source of all good. It is God, the infinite spirit, all-powerful, everywhere present, and all-knowing. This infinite spirit dwells within each one. It is powering each one with the essence of life. Each one thinks with this intelligence. Each one thinks with the mind of God. Each one draws from the all good of God to create his or her beautiful, personal life and world. And so I know that each one is open and receptive to this idea of gratitude. Not just for the season, for every day. Every day, because gratitude is a frequency, it multiplies your good. It is magic. And so each one gives thanks for this life that's filled with God's grace. Each one gives thanks for this teaching, which empowers the individual to create a life that they love. Each one gives thanks for the simple things, the breath, the senses, love, the ability to love and be loved, family, and this precious, precious planet. And so with great joy, I release this word into God's loving law, knowing that the law knows how to make it so. And together we all say,
And
So it is. It is so, yes.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And now we will have Damaris. Reverend Damaris will do our talk today.
I love that infinite source of all good. I'm Damaris Odero. I'm a practitioner here at the center, and I'm delighted to be speaking today about a topic that is very dear to my heart, which is gratitude. We are only a few days from taking a pause, collectively, nationally, to count our blessings. Thanksgiving is a holiday I eagerly look forward to. I love gathering with family, friends, and loved ones to break that bread and to share a meal in community. Not all nations observe a Thanksgiving Day, as we do here in the United States, but all world religions venerate gratitude or thanksgiving as a spiritual practice. We certainly do it as part of religious science here at our center, because we understand that thanksgiving, expressing gratitude, is inherently ingrained in our teachings. I bet each one of us here learned to say thank you shortly after learning to say mom, dad, please. And it makes absolute sense, because we learned early on that we are part of a circle of safety and affection that is important to protect. Caretakers cultivate our appreciation as they respond to our needs with kindness, and we reciprocate with 2 little words. Thank you. Gracias in Spanish. We grow to become gracious adults who understand that expressing gratitude can yield great dividends both socially and professionally. And from our spiritual perspective, we also recognize that there's much more to Thanksgiving than being kind, polite, or authentic. Psalms, for example, provide a powerful model of thanksgiving through prayers of praise, worship, and deliverance. For us who grew up reading the New Testament, we're clear that it sets the tone for Thanksgiving as a song of joy. One of the verses says, and let the peace of Christ rule in our hearts, and be thankful. Let the word of Christ dwell in you, richly teaching and admonishing one another in all wisdom, singing psalms and hymns and spiritual songs with thankfulness in your hearts to God. But of course, Ernest Holmes drove the ball out of the park.
Yes.
When he said, it has been said that the prayer of thanksgiving is the prayer of appropriation. This was the manner in which Jesus prayed when he raised Lazarus from the tomb. Father, I thank thee. When we speak words of thanksgiving to the God within, knowing before they ask, I will answer. There's something in this attitude of thanksgiving that carries us beyond the field of doubt into one of perfect faith and acceptance, receptivity, and realization. Appreciation, gratitude, and thanksgiving, the motive power that attracts and magnifies the hidden potentialities of life. Recognition, unification, and realization are the 3 steps in prayer or treatment. These 3 steps are the foundation of thanksgiving on God's homes. We're often caught up in the hustle and bustle of life, and we may remember to pause, to inhale and exhale, to keep gratitude journals, right, Regina? To be thankful for the now moment. And that's great. I mean, it is better than driving ourselves to exhaustion. Any opportunity we have to manage our stress is welcome and appreciated, not only by our own bodies, but also by the people around us, right? These practices are useful and help us thrive spiritually. no doubt. However, I would argue that these practices are insignificant when compared to the power of recognition, unification, and realization that is described as the foundation for effective communion with God. For a moment, let's set aside Thanksgiving as an external expression of gratitude and focus on it as an internal gesture of spiritual agreement. What are we agreeing on? What are we claiming as our own? Holmes called it appropriation. It is simple. We are declaring with our attitudes, our convictions, our demeanors, our bodies, our whole selves, that we are the products of spiritual principles. Do we agree on that? When I began my spiritual journey over 40 years ago, I had a yearning in my heart for a simpler, happier life. I wanted a partner, a successful career, an easy and fulfilling ride to achieve my goals. Sounds familiar? What my spiritual mind could not fathom at that time was that this was not my dream, but God's dream of love for me. After many years of studying, I now dare to dream bigger, as a way of honoring God. It is my way to accept that I honor the source from where all these dreams first originated. God the good, God the invisible supply. In Lessons in Truth, MBK reminds us the thing you desire is not only for you, but has already been started towards you out of the heart of God. It is the first approach of the thing itself striking you that makes you desire it, or even think of it at all. And furthermore, the only way God has of letting us know of its infinite supply and his desire to make it ours is for that God, infinite intelligence, Mother, Father, Spirit, whatever you want to call it, to push gently on the divine spark living within each one of us. Had God not pushed at the center of your being first, you would have never thought of new desires, but would have remained perfectly content as you were. My child, let me in. I want to give you all good, that you may be more comfortable and happy. The idea that God had planted in my consciousness, his own desire for me, was the first step in my recognition that I was one with the one presence and power. Thanksgiving then became the most powerful indication that I was trusting and living in principle. Understanding that there's no separation between God and me, that there's only God in me and through me. Thanksgiving prompted me to align every thought in my life according to the divine standard, at least to try. Psalm 37, verse 37:4 reminds us to take delight in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. So, expressing delight, thanksgiving, praising God, feeling joy, accepting grace, traveling light, feeling romantic, giving with joy, singing, loving fiercely, living passionately, and giving ceaselessly are the external ways to magnetize our own field of influence. A grateful heart is a faith-filled heart. Our readiness for a miracle is contingent upon our ability to live not on blind faith, but on a faith that is grounded in spiritual understanding. giving thanks, expressing joy, and trusting that God never fails, even in the darkness of times, is our willingness to accept truth as the power that sets us free from all error thinking. It is the only way to achieve freedom from all fears, limitations, obstructions, alibis, or excuses. Emily Cady urges us to take hold of God with an unwavering faith. She adds, begin and continue to rejoice and thank infinite mind that you have, not that you will have, that you have now the desires of your heart. Never losing sight of the fact that the desire is the thing itself in its incipiency. If this good were not already yours in the invisible realm of supply, you could not, by any possibility, desire it. This year, at the beginning of the year, I made my resolution, and it was to be seen. And my fellow practitioners know that I've been terrified of delivering a message. I said it right there 2 weeks ago. And then last Sunday, Susan sent an email. It was Jeffrey or I that had to deliver the message. And I knew that I couldn't hide anymore. So I said, Jeff, do you mind if I do? And he said, no, go right ahead. That was it. So here I am.
Yes.
So, I now invite you to close your eyes and think of the one thing you deeply desire. Don't judge. Do not pretend it's not there, as I did. Just there to listen and simply say, hello. That desire is simply waiting to be seen, to be heard, to be acknowledged, to be recognized. So, let your God self speak these words to you. Be still and know. You abide within me. You are alive there now. You have all the power. You are now the answer to all that I desire. You radiate yourself from the center of my being to the circumference and into the visible world as the fullness of my desire. Now, let God hear your words of thanksgiving. Dear God, yes, I accept this desire as your gift of good to me. I know that as I rest in the stillness, my dream is nourished by your love. As I listen, I am guided by divine wisdom. I know what to do when I face the day. I am guided, directed, and inspired by divine intuition. I know what to say, what to do, what to accept, what to decline according to your will. I am blessed by the gift of clarity, discernment, and joy. I let my yeses be heard clearly. I honor my no's with equal reverence. I am ready for my good. I accept my dreams. I trust thanksgiving brings them to fruition. And so it is.
So it is. Yes.
It must have been cold there in my shadow to never had sunlight on your face. You were content to let me shine. You always walked a step behind. So I was the one with all the glory, while you were the one with all the strength. A beautiful face without a name, a beautiful smile to hide the pain. Did you ever know that you're my hero? And everything I would like to be. I can fly higher than an eagle, 'cause you are the wind beneath my wings. Might have appeared to be unnoticed, but I've got it all here in my heart. I want you to know I know the truth. Of course I would be nothing without you. Did you ever know that you're my hero? And everything I would like to be. I could fly higher than an eagle. For you are the wind beneath my wings. Thank you, thank you, thank God for you, the wind beneath my wings.
Thank you, Scott.
Bravo.
Beautiful.
Bravo.
Honestly, oh gosh. Reverend Damaris, you brought tears. I don't know how your talk hit others, but I thank you for sharing your wisdom and your truth and your belief with all of us. You know, that we know that the message, the desires of the heart are implanted in us. And that's why we can give gratitude to that which created us and decided for us to be here now. And I want to tell anyone that's in virtual land, if you couldn't hear some of it, you gotta come. You gotta come and hear the soft voice of those of us who speak. There's a softness in the voice. But let me get going. Thank you for the wind beneath my wings. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. All right, so let's talk about gratitude practices. I got a card here, and I chose not to bring my pack of 2065 daily gratitude cards. I decided I'm not going to carry it. I'm not going to pressure you in practices, but practices are important. When you practice, and we're talking about gratitude today, when you practice gratitude, there's an upliftment that you experience. So, here's one of a card that I've written. We do attract to ourselves that which is like our thought. So be careful what you're thinking, because that's what you're attracting. Man must become more if he wishes to draw a greater good into his life. And the last quote, and these are often assigned to mine: we provide the mold for the creative law, and unless the mold we provide is increased, substance cannot increase in our experience. So let's talk about ways that we can increase. So everyone has a packet. Everyone has a packet. Okay. So I went scrolling on the internet, and the positivepsychology.com website has a list of methods that you can use for gratitude to profess and inscribe your gratitude, what you're grateful for. The first sheet I have for you is letter. You can write a thank you letter to someone and do that on a frequent basis. I mean, we used to do that. I mean, a lot of us were taught, when you get a gift, send a thank you card, right? And then we stopped. Some of us just stopped. But that is a gratitude practice that not only lifts you, but it lifts the person you're sending it to. They see, they know you are grateful. So, journaling, that's another one. Writing down several sentences of things that you are grateful for. And I'll go into that a little bit deeper. Gratitude rock. Well, I had a little rock, and my marker, my Sharpie, I wrote gratitude on it. Because I didn't have an actual gratitude rock.
Yeah.
But I had, rocks that said other things, but not gratitude. So now I have a gratitude rock. You can keep it. It's a soft rock. I can feel it. It's a reminder that you're grateful that you woke up today. That you woke up today. You're given another day to live. Okay. A gratitude walk. I do that from time to time. I walk, Monday through Friday typically, and with a group. And then I usually go solo. And I'm looking at nature, and I'm allowing nature to be absorbed within me. Because I'm grateful that I can hear a bird singing, or I can see the leaves changing colors, the whole thing. Gratitude jar. I forgot it, but I have a gratitude jar. I didn't use it for gratitude. I used it for desires. If I have a desire, I wrote it down, I put it in a jar. And now I'm converting it to a gratitude jar. Acknowledging when we're grateful about things. Gratitude meditation. Well, we heard one. We heard a gratitude meditation, why we should be grateful. So this is just a reminder. There are things that you can do on a daily basis. So let's look at the next sheet. This also is from the positivepsychology.com. Gratitude journal. Let's look at the topics. I won't go into every one. But the morning gratitude. Before you begin your day, list 10 things you're grateful for. Think about that. 10 things you are grateful for. I wrote this day of living. I wrote auto paying my bills. Oh, I want to remember. I just remember to look at the balance. But auto paying my bills. That was good. Peace on earth, I wrote. I wrote Jack in Masonic Hall. Because I met Jack, who is the Mason that we interface with. We got a new mailbox. He installed it. I put the box. I met him, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful to him for installing our new mailbox. I mean, it's just a lovely thing. Besides of my spiritual philosophy, I'm grateful to have that to learn that connection between God and us as an individual. Okay. The second part, what I'm learning from my challenges. I wrote down procrastination. Oh God. You know, that's one of my challenges. I can't move forward when I put things off. I can't. So that was one of the things that I'm learning from procrastination. I'm not going to read the other two and the number 3. I'll keep that private. But this is something you can sit down and learn about yourself, what your obstacles are. People I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for every person who came here this morning early to help us set up and learn how to operate the camera. I am grateful. And then the best part of my day. That's interesting. What was the best part of your day? What was the best part of your day? This service is rising up. So this is something you can do. You can do. Put it as a part of your practice to think about. You don't have to do the whole thing, but think about it. And then the last thing I have for you is find a more joyful you with our 14-day happiness challenge. Because gratitude, being grateful, increases your happiness. Your happiness. So, self-care, number 1. Practice self-care. Take care of yourself. You remember, I think I mentioned, was it last Sunday? When I look in the mirror and I sing, I love myself so much that I'm looking in my eyes. Self-care. Taking care of myself. Day 2, find serenity in solitude. Privacy, away from the external world. You maybe turn the TV off or something. Day 3, build better boundaries. You know, sometimes you have to learn to say no. You have to stay away from people or things. Nourish your connections. Day 4, let's eat right. Let's do right. Let's be kind. Day 5, find joy in everything. In everything. Yeah, that's tough, but it's not tough. It's only tough when you say it's tough. Remember that. You say, oh, this is hard. Of course. So it's going to be hard because you have implanted that idea into what you're doing. Okay. Where am I going? Number 6, quit complaining. Number 7, live in laughter. Oh, we love that. Oh, anybody look at the laughing yoga? Google them on YouTube. That's all he does is laugh. There's a bunch of them out there. Day 8, let healthy food inspire happiness. Day 9, add a few minutes of movement. Get up, move around. Day 10, search for meaning. Search for meaning. Day 11, be one with nature. Day 12, start a morning routine. You know I'm big on morning routines. Find that quiet time in the morning. to recognize that you've been given another day to live, to do something. Day 13, dive into meditation. Allow yourself the moment. And day 14, make your space happy. That's a big one for me, because I got a lot of stuff. Piles, books, papers, handouts. So, what we want to do, and what I encourage you to do, is to be creative. Create your own practices. Sustain them. Do them every day. Every day. Do something. Create your sacred space, little altar, whatever it is. Create it. And find that within you is joy and a little happiness and a better day and living the desires that God has implanted in us to live a joyful life. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
And
Passing the.
I'm gonna, yes, I got it. And so I'm going to pass around the giving basket, and this is a practice. I believe in the law of circulation. I believe that I'm given and I give. I'm given and I give. And so, Michelle Wadley wrote in here, I am the living expression of divine love. Love flows through me, around me, and as me. Wherever I walk, love walks. Whatever I touch, love blesses. Whosoever I see through the eyes of love. Love absolutely is the truth of my being. And so, do you have a gratitude song for us?
I do indeed.
Oh, so Scott's going to sing a gratitude song for us.
We plow the fields and scatter the good seed on the land, but it is fed and watered by God's almighty hand. He sends us snow in winter, the warmth to swell the grain, the breezes and the sunshine, and soft, refreshing rain. All good gifts around us are sent from heaven above. So thank the Lord, oh, thank the Lord for all his love. We thank you then, O Father, for all things bright and good, the seed time and the harvest, our life, our health, our food, all good gifts around us are sent from heaven above. So thank the Lord, for all his love. I really want to thank you, Lord.
thank you, everyone, and thank you for everyone in virtual land well, people here, who donate through PayPal. It's much appreciated. That's why we're here, because people do donate. So thank you very much.
So, I hope that today was a day of gratitude and that we woke up within us the place of gratitude. So before I'll do a closing treatment, I'm just letting you know that we're bringing back a practice that we used to do, which is I will be available for express treatments. I'll be off in the corner, which simply means if you would like a treatment, come over. You'll simply tell me what you want treatment for. I'll give you a short treatment. This is not a full practitioner session. It's a quick treatment. But it's something that we do. It's why we're here, to connect with Spirit. And so in that place, in great gratitude, knowing that there is one infinite presence. And this one infinite presence is infinite giving. This presence is always giving of itself to itself in the form of every person. And so this service has been the activity of God, the activity of gratitude. It is the one experiencing itself. And each person involved, each person listening at home, each person here at the Masonic Temple is the presence of God. And so I am truly grateful to know this divine presence, to know that this gathering is a gathering of those in whom this divine presence is awakened and calling. And so I declare that as each one goes out into their lives through this week, that this divine presence lifts them up, guides them, shows them greater love, allows each one to open their hearts, to be filled with gratitude. And each one is truly growing in the consciousness of the divine presence in every aspect of their lives. And so standing in this truth, this one truth, which is the truth of the Center for Spiritual Living Princeton and every person who is involved with it in any way, knowing this truth with great gratitude and recognizing the gratitude here in this room and in the hearts of each one listening, I release this to that which always says yes. And that yes is already done. And knowing that it's already done, we say together, and so it is.
I say leaves of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I hear babies cry, I see them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Is it all? No.